Okay, this is the stadium set up for Rockland High School graduation. Right here, if you look in front, you will see the stage set up. There are 6 pillars. The 2 short ones are on either side, and in the back are the 4 taller ones. The American flag is on the left-hand side of the stage. The California flag is on the right hand. There are 2 diploma tables, each one on the left, one on the right. In the middle is the speaker's podium.
I'm sorry, what, you think you're
Directly
funny?
in front of the speaker's podium are the steps from which the graduates will come down after receiving their diploma. On the left and the right side are the steps on which the graduates will go up to receive their diplomas. Each corner of the stage,
don't give your speech.
as you see, is decorated with plants to make it more aesthetically appealing.
I remember when I starred on Dateless and Desperate on MTV. And,
over here, we have the left side. These are the stands. The public will be entering from the side over by the snack bar and walking in. They will be coming up the steps here and into the general main seating up here in the stadium. Also, bleachers have been added in front of this whole span right down here where the concrete is. It's hard to see, but they are there. There's some of them right here. And those bleachers are 4 high and they run the entire length of the stadium. Also, rows of extra seating have been brought in and placed on the track. There are 7 rows of chairs. Each of them is lined up on the back part of each lane in the track. There are 40 chairs in each row, and those split each side of the stadium. The graduates will be entering from down here. They'll be walking up the ramp and turning and passing on the other side of these barriers. The barriers curve out and end in lane 1. From lane 1, the graduates will proceed down until they reach the center right here. Here they will turn and walk through the ivy chain held by the honor guard and go to their seats over here. Seated directly in front are the valedictorians. Behind that is valedictorians are seated over here on the right or left side of the stage. There are 16. Their chairs are in front of the first row of regular graduates. There are 5 rows of regular graduating students. Each row contains 21 chairs, and they are set back behind the valedictorians. On the right side is a similar setup. There are 5 rows over here. Each of them contains 21 chairs. The back contains 22 in order to accommodate the entire graduating senior class. The row 1 here is paired equally with the row 1 on the other side, which would be the row behind the row of valedictorians. Over here on the left side is the blue partition that says class of 1997, accented on the sides by each of the trees. You will notice there's a speaker there right to the left of the backdrop. And again, panning the stage, the tables will be holding the diplomas. The board of trustee representatives will be standing on the right and left side of the podium, right before the stairs. Faculty is seated on the grass right here in the front line, stretching from about the 30-yard line all the way down, breaking in the middle, and from the 45 to the 20 on the other side. Behind that are the seats for the honor guard members. Also, honor guard members will be sitting to the left and the right of the stage, and those will be the 2 members directing the graduates on the standing and sitting times. Just one last pan of the way the stadium looks set up for the first graduation of Rockland High School. This is looking down the south side towards the scoreboard and slowly panning across. There you'll see the overflow seating on the track, the graduate seats, the class of 1997 backdrop. Here's the main stage. Again, take one full shot look. Zooming back out, there are the graduate seats. The left side overflow seating. Right there, directly in front of you, is the band setup for their performance. And again, if you will notice, there are the overflow seating here. The seating on the track is reserved seating. Each graduate is given only 2 tickets for their family to sit in the reserve section. And then back up and over is the regular part of the stadium. The partitions here, there are 6 posts that curve in from gate number 1 to right before where the seats start, which is about the 20-yard line. And from there, spanning the front, there are 17 rope positions all the way across. And then there are 5 back right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And those go back to the fence. They serve the purpose of keeping the crowd back until after it is time for the crowd to be mingling with the graduates. And that's about it for the setup from up top of the press box. The field view from the right side of the stage, you'll notice here are the steps for the graduates to go up onto the stage. The steps
Actually, it was written by Kelly Parker and Jennifer
plants,
Ritter.
which help make them less conspicuous.
Number
Over
1,
here, panning right, you
get a
will see
long-term
again
assignment that is due
class
in 2 weeks.
of
Shove it in the bottom of your
1998
backpack.
backdrop, or class of
Number
1997 pardon, backdrop, accented with
Get
flowers.
home and throw the
There's the
assignment
state of California
in with
flag.
the tons of other papers on your desk.
Back on the stage, you
Number
will
3,
notice
1 week and
pillars
6 days later, you
from
remember
left
your
to right.
assignment.
There are
6
chairs
days,
back
by the way.
there for speakers and special guests to
Later
sit
that
in.
evening,
The
read the
tables again
directions.
for the diplomas. Right there
Number
is
5,
the
2
podium
hours later,
for the
decide that you better
valedictorians
start.
and other speakers.
Number 6, at midnight, you
Pulling
stop
back
for a
out,
nap
you will
because you're
notice
halfway done.
directly in front of you the
Okay, I don't like this. I'm
5
gonna read something
rows of
else.
seating for the class of 1997. These rows each contain 21 chairs. There are
What?
the steps on both sides of the steps in front of the stage. There are daisies brought in to
Do you guys want to know what Nick Armstrong said about junior
background of
prom?
the stage.
I thought the little green things on the chicken
Pulling
were
back, you will
peas,
see
but they
the
were the
entire
most sour things I've ever tasted. I swear I saw
5
the workers
rows.
outside raking leaves to make
Look
salads.
across.
I was glad that my tux
You
was
will see
flame
the
retardant, so on the dance
valedictorian
floor it
row
wouldn't
of
burn off.
16 chairs.
But the best part was
And
that I had the
behind that
prettiest
are
date in the whole
additional
prom.
5
How
rows of
sweet.
21 chairs.
And Nessa
set
Bramer,
up
want to hear what she
past
said?
the
I
valedictorian
didn't even
and
recognize
behind
some
the
people,
graduates
especially the guys.
is
I'm so
the
used to
band's
seeing them in
location
jeans
for the
and t-shirts
ceremony.
that tuxes were a
From
nice
the field,
change.
you can get
How
a
nice.
better view of the preferred seating
I think I'm
section,
done talking now.
which is over on the track past the faculty who sits here in this front row chair. Behind the faculty is the honor guard. Behind the honor guard are the banisters with the rope railing, or the railings with the rope barriers. Behind that are the 7 rows of 40 chairs for preferred seating. These are on the track and were brought in to help ease restraints on seating. If you look back in towards the stadium, you will notice the extra bleachers that were brought in and placed in front of the existing bleachers here at the high school. And pulling back even further, you will just see that the stadium is set up as usual. And there's nothing particular done to the regular stadium seating. The additional bleachers will increase the seating greatly, as well as the preferred seatings here in the front. Here again is the ground view of the setup for the graduation. Directly in front of you yet again is another shot of the stage. Take note of the flowers, podium, tables, columns, and flags. Moving towards the left, here again is reserved seating. Directly in front of that is honor guard seats, then faculty members, and then the graduates seated. Behind the first set of graduates is the Rockland High School backdrop. This is the valedictorian side. This is also line A. Line A is the 16 valedictorians and the 5 rows of other graduates. Turning down, you will notice the band seating section, which is directly behind the graduates, facing forward instead of facing towards the graduates. Continuing on, you will see the banisters with the rope cord dividers, which are placed on the outside edge of lane 1. Lane 1 is used as a runway for the graduates to enter from the left side of the stadium, down here coming up the ramp, and proceeding down to the middle.
I'm gonna make some chicken. Did you hear me saying that?
Continue down through lane 1 until they arrive here at the middle, where they pair up, walk through the ivy, and then split off and go to their separate sides. Line A goes over here to the left. Line B over here to the right. There again are the seats for the graduates and overflow seating. If you will continue to follow the railing, you will see again the lane 1 is roped off for the graduates to use as a runway. Continuing down there's one of the extra speakers, which is brought in, and to the right on the outside of the additional seating, the pathway for the graduates is continued to be roped off. They enter down here through the gate, and from the gate, the main gate here, they enter and follow the 5 railings and then the additional 8 until they arrive at the middle and meet with their counterparts who walk down. Also, from this angle, you can get a better view of the additional bleachers brought in to help accommodate seating. Here's one row. There's also another row right here placed in the middle.
It is June 17th. This is how the field looks. 1997. There are portable bleachers in front of the stadium. There are preferred seating on the track. The honor guard sits just in front of the track. You can see the speaker stands there with the band. The other speaker. Microphones on either side of the stage. There are the pillars. And the flags. And the mixer for the sound is right there with the other speaker. Here's how the chain fence goes all over the way around the preferred seating and back to the side gates. There's the preferred seating and 5 rows for the graduates on either side. These are in 3 segment sections, and there are 4 sets. And there's that wonderful R. In the background of this beautiful setup that took all day. You can see the setup of the pillars, the chairs, and the various plant life. The amps are located back here with power fed from the receptacle in the grass, almost directly in front of this camera. Just so you know how much amperage we needed for the sound system, there are 2 901 amps and one 1201 amp.